Whoa! So we smiled it. 700 subscribers, Charlie. Thank you guys. You guys have been immense on this road to 700 subscribers, and I hope you keep doing so for this channel to keep growing. Charlie, thank you very much for your support and then everything, your time. Charlie, another one. I salute. So once again, it's your boy Inferno here, and I'm checking in with another tutorial. So yes, sir. So in this tutorial, we are going to create our own patterns. Yes, our own patterns. You have been downloading a lot. You have been downloading patterns from the internet a lot. I want you to create your own patterns out of your own designs, or let's say out of your own creation. So I'm going to start with Illustrator. Mind you, whatever I'm doing in Adobe Illustrator can be done in Photoshop. So there is no bridge. I'm doing it in Illustrator because of pixelation. Okay. So you can also do the same in Photoshop, no issues. Okay. So I'll start with Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop will continue. So without much ado, boom, let's get to it. So I'm coming to Illustrator here, and I already have my logo design. So this is for Check Rings company, okay, and this is also for Fry Me a Ring, okay, company. So between them I'm going to use one, okay. All right, so that is going to be this, okay. Command C or Control C on Windows to copy. Come into Photoshop, and then so 5 inches by 5 inches here, and the resolution is on 300, and we change this to Adobe RGB 1998. Okay. All right, so we are going to arrange our elements, and then we see how we are going to create our patterns, okay, and how those created patterns are going to elevate our designs. Okay. All right, so we have our main thing here, so let's import it over here, okay, and then go to OK, and let's close this, and then move this here, and then convert. It's already a smart object, so Control minus or Command minus to zoom out, Command T or Control T, and then let's reduce the size like so. Okay, so you are just going to type this, okay. How was your day? Okay, like so. Okay. All right, and then just going to register the action and then move it. Charlie, you guys have been massive. 700 subscribers. I salute. So with that out of the way, just drag over this, just give it this color, okay, something like so, okay, something like so, like this, okay. All right, and Command T or Control T, scale it down a little bit. Just left click and drag to your left hand side to scale it down, okay. All right, and then okay, and then Command T, and then click on this option, this warp option, okay, and select flag, okay, and then just move it down somewhere like so, okay, somewhere like so, okay, for our flag, something like this, okay, like so. How was your day? Okay, in the flag form, okay. All right, so just let our chicken, Command T, and then we do the side like so, okay. Enter to register, and then click on the house in the movie here, okay. Double click on it and click here, and then add the question mark because it's a question, okay. How was your day? Question mark, and then Command T, scale it down slightly, okay, and then move it here like so. And let's get to the key thing here. So let's come to Illustrator, then we are going to use the logo of our firm, okay, Fry Me a Ring. So just Command C to copy it, then come to your Control C. Whenever I say command, it is Control on Windows, okay. All right, thank you. And then create a new layer and Command V, and then okay, and then just reduce the size like so. Okay, move it here like so. Move this one to here. Okay, like this. Double click and then color overlay. Click here and then sample any of the colors here somewhere like so. Okay, this is fine. Okay, and good. So our design is there, but it looks kind of raw. Okay, it looks kind of raw. So what can we do to elevate it? We have to introduce patterns, and this time around we are not going to introduce the patterns by downloading them. We are going to create it from our own logo. Okay, so this is how it is going to be done. So we just create a new layer, Command N, and it should be 5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, all right. The color profile doesn't matter, so just make this 5, make this 5, and then make this 300, and then it doesn't matter, so just go to create, and then you have this. We've already copied our logo from Illustrator, so it is on our clipboard. So just press Ctrl V to paste. Okay, all right, Ctrl V or Command V, and then like so. So increase the size like this. Okay, like so. Okay, all right, like this. Make sure that none of the parts of the text gets chopped off, because if it is chopped off, it is going to appear in the pattern. Okay, all right. So like this, and I'm going to edit and define pattern. Okay, define pattern like so, and then let me name this logo. Okay, parts. I'm going to go to OK. So I come in here to where we are working, our working area, and then I'll make sure that I am underneath everything. Then I'll create a new layer with Command Shift N. Okay, on Windows is Control Shift N. Okay, so that you get this option, and then you name it pattern. Okay, and then you can choose to give the layer color or not, it doesn't matter. And most importantly, the mode, make sure that you change the mode from normal to overlay. Okay, all right. So normal to overlay, and then check this, fill it 50% gray, and then you go to OK. Double click on it and come to pattern overlay. Okay, and then come in here and then select. You are going to see the pattern that you created over here underneath the process over there, and all that you have to do is to select it, and you can tilt it whatever way you want with this. Okay, to get the feel that you want. Let's say if you want something like this, just keep it like this, and then you can increase the scale, okay, to make them big, or you can reduce the scale to make them very small. Okay, it all depends on you. Okay, and let's say like this, and then I'm just going to I like opacity. When you take it to 100, it's going to be fully black. Okay, so I would move it to somewhere here like so, because I want it faint, and I'm just going to go to OK, like that. Okay, all right. So I have my pattern created. It's now giving me, so this is before and this is after. Okay, all right. So afterwards, what I'm going to do is I am going to manipulate it, and when I try to manipulate it directly, it is not going to work because you are using a gray layer. So we have to kind of find a way to get our own way around it. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to once again come here, double click on the pattern, and then take it to 100%. Okay, I'll go to OK, create a new layer on top, and then I'm just going to go to select this first, select the pattern layer, and go to image. Okay, or just select color range and click on any of the black areas of the logo. Okay, right now we are getting something weird here because we have layers on top. Okay, so let's hide all those layers before doing that. Okay, all right, so let's select this, hide it, select the house, hide it, select this, hide it. Okay, and just the pattern layer activated, you go to select color range, and then select this black, and then go to OK. Then you get something like this, and then select the new layer, and then Option delete, okay, to fill the layer with black, okay, or Alt backspace to fill the layer with black. That is your foreground color, okay. All right, and Command D to deselect, hide the pattern, and now you have this layer, okay. All right, you can manipulate this layer whatever way that you prefer, and you reintroduce these elements, okay. All right, so now let's convert it to a smart object because you are going to be doing a lot of edits to it, okay. All right, so convert to smart object and let's reduce the fill like so, okay, like so. All right, and just press Command T or Control T, click on the warp option here, and you can warp it whatever way that you want, okay. You can warp it whatever way that you want. You can reduce the bend here, okay, or you can zoom out, okay, and click on this dot here and work on the bend, okay, whatever way that you want. You can go in for inflate or squeeze, whatever way that you want. Is going to affect those elements there just as, okay, you prefer, okay. Let's say like this, let's go to okay. All right, and mind you, this is a smart object, so you can later go back, okay, and it's going to work fine, okay. All right, and I have something like this, and let's select our logo, then let's create a layer here. U for the shape to select white, okay, left click on this and left click and then select white, okay. U for the shape to, and then we are going to apply white for our fill, and then just drag and drop it over here, okay, so that you kind of separate the logo from the background, okay. Press Command T and or Control T to get the transform bounding box and expand it slightly. Enter or return on mark and then reposition it like so. And this is good. And we have something like this, okay. And now you just introduce our other assets, okay. So let's see, pen 2 and then just something like this, okay. Something like this, okay. Option enter, just close it, okay, by left clicking on this where you started, and let me close it. Command return or let's say Control enter on Windows to turn the path into a selection, okay, and Option delete or Alt backspace on Windows to fill with foreground color white, and Command D or Control D to deselect. V for the move to remove this here, okay. And let's type our text, so just GH and let's say 10, okay. Let's select the GH, reduce the size from here, okay, and then just change the color to this. Just sample, the color is already there, so you just sample, okay, with the eyedropper tool. And then you just double click and then just make this C, okay. Just drag over, come here, change the font to Nexa black, and come to Glyph, select this. Just go through, you are going to see this sign and select it, okay, and just cut Command X, Command T or Control T, then scale it down like so. You have something like this, okay. V for the move to, and then Alt left click and drag or Option left click and drag, and Command V to paste what you copied. Control A or Command A to select and then increase the size like so. Alright, so before the pattern and after, okay. So these are some of the cases that you can achieve some nice stuff with. Let me select this and select this together. Option or Alt or Windows left click and drag and move it here, okay. And just Command enter and type the dot in there, or dots, okay. Then move this here like so, okay. Double click, change the color to something like double click and change the color, left click here, change the color to something like so. Okay, so this is what you can do with patterns. Okay, this is what you can do with patterns. This is one of them, one of the examples. Okay, so somebody might say, what about the color? I've got you covered. Let me just come in here and then use a rectangle to just drag this over here like so, and then move it underneath our chicken to get something like so. And then let's introduce this. Okay, I just typed it, so you can type it there and like so. Okay, so you can come in here, okay, and then create a new layer. Okay, come in here, create a gradient adjustment. Okay, come in here, click this, sample this color, come in here, click this, make opacity 100%, come in here, change the color, sample here, okay, to get a lighter version of the color, and go to okay here, okay, change this to reverse it and change this to radial, okay, like so, and maybe scale a little bit. Okay, and now just all of a sudden you have this. You can select this, double click and change the color overlay, left click on it and change the color overlay to white like so. Okay, select this and maybe give it a sky blue color like so. And my friends, you see, and the pattern to be here right in there, black pattern. Okay, very simple thing to achieve. And if, let's say, maybe I'll do the size, make sure that the first thing over here is selected. I'll come down here, select this together, Command T, then we do their sizes together like so. Okay, and then move them up so that I can get space to, let's say, add the socials. Okay, social like so. Okay, I have my socials here. Then I'll just add my socials like so. Okay, yeah, so guys, this is the first thing that you can do with your patterns. So let me also import this here. Okay, this one is a simple thing. It is a layer, then let me clear everything. Layer here, okay, just a layer, chicken layer, and then filter, blur and Gaussian blur, okay, to blur it out, okay, somewhere like so. And yeah, and if maybe you want a dreamy look for these two, you can create a duplicate, select this, double click and give it an outer glow. Okay, then reduce the size, yeah, maybe color white and something like this. Very simple. Okay, so this is the first one, and we also have, let me also show you another one, another example. So that is going to be for a bread frame. So just